Hey, what's going on, guys? Just came back from the range, and I just want to share a quick load development I had with the Ruger American Predator. I loaded up some Sierra game changers, 130 grain tipped Game Kings, and yeah, I'm extremely happy with these. They worked very well. Looking up load data, I kind of went between Hornady and whatever I could find online for Sierra, and I noticed that they had a powder that I currently have, which was this guy, the IMR 4064. And I used this in my 308 and had nothing but good results with the 168 and 175 grain Sierra Match Kings. So I figured, hey, screw it, I'll give it a shot. And that actually worked out really good. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know my velocities. My chronograph was messing up, so I'm going to send that back off to Caldwell. But let's look at some of this brass here before we dive into the accuracy results. Get a little sorted here. So, nothing too crazy. As you can see, they're all pretty good. Now, this brass was just from the cheapo box of Cellar and Bellet cases I had from the last range session I took. And all I did was full length resize them, trimmed them, and that's it. And then they're ready to go. No pressure signs, gunshot good. So what I found for load data was pretty much with 4064 is to don't go over 37.4. Now I know I have a 22-inch barrel, and all the test was done with a 24-inch barrel. But I figured if I went up, 0.2 of a grain, I don't think it's really going to hurt anything, or it's not going to kill the gun. And I was going to take my time, obviously, check for pressure signs, and if it got too high, then fine. But I did cap off the test at 37.6 grains, and I started at 36.5. So I did 5 loads. I did 36.5, 37, 37.2, 37.4, and then 37.6. So with the brass cases out of the way, let's take a look at some of the accuracy. Now, right off the bat, the first group I got, let's see if I get this in camera here. So this is my first shot, and I kind of figures my first shot of the day just was antsy to get out there. The burn ban here in Washington finally went away, so I was just excited to be back in the woods where no one was there, no one could bother me. So this was all at 100 yards. And then I had that one flyer right off the bat, and then it kind of settled in with this. And at first I said, okay, 36.5, probably not the best one, but if you take that flyer out, it's a .702 inch group. 4 rounds, because I'm not going to bother with 5 just because the magazine holds 4. Right, so then I said, okay, let me do the second 36.5 inch or 36.5 grain group, and that came out to a .425, 4 rounds, all touching. Very nice, great way to start the day. And then I moved to 37 grains, right? So 37 grains, right here as you can see, was a .409, right, for the first group. Second group, barrel started getting warm, and opened up to a .896. Still not bad. 4 rounds, pretty good. That's definitely sub MOA for just starting off the loads. So I was very pleased with that. Now, working up on some of those other ones as we bump it up. Now, excuse some of this splashback I got. I had a steel target next to it and just messing around. It had some fragmentation on the paper, but 37.2 grains yielded a .721 for the first group, 4-round group, obviously. Very happy with that. And then on the second one was a .669 at 37.2. Still not bad, very respectable. Then I moved on to 37.4 at a .604. The second group, I rushed it. I'm not even going to try to lie it. You know what I mean? The barrel's getting hot. I was just in a rush, and I got a .889. And that's obviously without the flyer there, but still, I rushed it. But very pleased with that. And then these, I didn't even try to bother to measure these ones. So this was at 37.6 grain. You can see it really opened up. It was like over, like an inch and a third, or inch and some change. I didn't even really bother. I was just kind of like, all right, it was too hot. Gun didn't like it. I'm not even going to try to settle down with it. And then just for kicks and giggles, I still had a box of that Cellar and Bellet 140 grain. And I mean, I held a .650 for 4-shot group. And then my daughter, she was out there with me today. She printed, she's 12 years old. She printed a .897. And very proud of her. She's awesome. She loves it. We had a lot of fun. And then But so let's talk about these bullets real fast, right? Now with these bullets, they look awesome. They look very good, very well made. But now are they the most consistent? No. I noticed I was seating my rounds, I should say, at 2.805. The reloading data call for 2.810. Sometimes I just get this weird whim to just, seat them a little deeper, a little longer, depending on what I kind of notice what the gun likes. And so yeah, first round up, I said, let me seat it a little bit closer. So I did 2.805, and I'm loading on at least single stages, not the most precise thing, but it definitely does the job. I mean, you can tell by the groups, it did good. What else? But yeah, I mean, the consistencies in the bullets were pretty close. I mean, they're not match grade by any means, but they are still very close. I would say I probably had more luck doing like V-Maxes and stuff like that with that polymer tip that they have, that whatever the hell is on there. That's always very consistent whenever I reload those. But these, since it's almost the same thing, or it's like a knockoff of what the online forums are saying, these did, fairly well. Now, sometimes I was a little under, or sometimes I was over. It wasn't a big deal. I wasn't going to kill myself trying to get them all to be exactly at 2.805. For primers, I use just regular Winchester, large rifle, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. It's available everywhere. And yeah, so I'm going to tweak around with this load a little bit more. Do I think I can get them tighter? Possibly. I'm going to try doing some neck sizing next and see if I can squeeze a little bit more out of there. But the next project coming up is, I don't know if you can't see this on here, but I got a set of dies for my 6.5 Grendel, which the last of the parts for that rifle will be coming in. It's just an AR, an AR platform, 18-inch barrel, nothing fancy, but I definitely want to see what I can squeeze out of that thing. But yeah, any questions? Feel free to comment below. I'll try to answer them as fast as possible. And of course, thanks for watching, guys.